I wasn't going for morality, but hey,
Well, there's moral decisions in play when it comes to legal matters. But, anyways, hello everybody. Welcome to another wonderful week of Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon. I am, as always, your host and dungeon master, Jacob, or Lord Z. Your choice. We're gonna skip introductions again and just get straight into the backstory. The group has been traveling through the Feywild. Pull up the map here. Doing a lot of back and forth and just all sorts of fuckery. It's on my YouTube channel. Feel free to go watch. But ultimately, they ended up in the unknown lands where the Eladrin had stored one of the warlocks imprisoned in a crystal for seemingly all time. But the group is on their way to finding it. Last week, they got separated magically, and went through a maze facing various challenges and rejoined up together here, where a voice came out from across the courtyard saying, it's about time you all arrived. And that's where we left off. So you look over the courtyard, and there is a woman, seemingly elvish in appearance, with large fairy wings off her back. But she is elf size, so high 5 foot, low 6 foot range. Wearing very ornately crafted clothing and a headpiece, sitting elegantly at a table with a couple of chairs around it. At the tables, there's multiple tables. You can see tea sets as well as some hors d'oeuvres, if you will, biscuits, cookies, etc. She was, I've been waiting far too long for somebody to make it to me. Please come in, make yourselves at home. We have much to discuss.
any of the voice, scenery look familiar from the dreams?
No. Your dreams all stopped at the entrance to the labyrinth.
Okay. Well, uh, in the in the gist of fuck around and find out, let's go fuck around and find out.
Fitz is just going to walk up and sit down, start sipping some tea.
Okay, what's everyone else doing?
He's going to look around like, come on, guys, this isn't even the weirdest thing we put in our mouths since we got here.
Giggity.
If you say so.
Hey, what you did with those herringons is on you, dude.
Just so soft and furry. I just had to pet him.
In your mouth?
Don't be shy, you last two. Come on. Come join your friends.
Well, hello. Nice dress.
Oh, thank you. Why don't you come a little closer, dear? Join the rest of the party.
I'm like behind Godric. Like a scary
Okay.
little kid.
There you go. So you all come over to the
Can you
table.
hear me now?
Yes, there
Yes.
Oh, there you go. I lost my mic. I was like, what is going on?
So,
Okay, yes. I will walk up with everybody else as well.
all right. As you walk over to the table, you can get a better look at her. She definitely appears elven, just with the fairy wings. But she proceeds and introduces herself. Hello, I'm Lady Seraphina. Was once of the Fae before The Eldrin trapped me. And although it may be a stupid question, what brings you all here?
Hunting warlocks.
Yeah. We found out there was one breathing around here, so we had to put an end to that.
I see. And what do you intend to do once you find this warlock?
Stop it
I-
from breathing?
I was going to say it sounds like he just answered that question.
And is that an agreement amongst all of the group, or are there some of you who wish alternatives?
Well,
I don't
considering
think
they've been messing
anybody
with
will
the
disagree. I
consi-
mean,
considering the warlocks have been messing with the fabric of reality, yeah, and endangering the worlds.
Hmm. I wouldn't know anything about that. I've been here for far too long to know the goings-ons outside of my maze.
This is your maze.
Yes, of course. I was convinced to help protect the stone that houses the warlock you seek. The maze is my doing, it's my magic. It's my child, if you will.
So,
my precious.
does that mean if we kill the warlock, you're free?
My binding is to protect the stone. If the stone is no longer needing protected, then it would seem as though I get to go back about my life.
So you're not here on your own free will then?
Well, what know you of the goings-ons of the Fae?
They're the people of this world.
Yes, well, there's much more to it. Many of us like our deals, and our deals sometimes comes with tricks. And usually I'm the one performing the tricks, but in this exact occasion I was tricked into guarding, and Fays are always loyal to their word. So I wouldn't say against my will, but this definitely
Against
wouldn't
your
have
wishes?
been this wouldn't have been the choice I made had
Well,
disclosures been full.
let me ask you this, Miss Serafina, lady. Um, I'm no aristocrat. I'm not a big deal maker. But what little goings on I've had with deals, sometimes there's loopholes. Can we find a loophole to help get you out of this deal?
Unfortunately, it's pretty ironclad. The only way to get me free is to continue traveling the path you're on and being successful in your endeavor. I've come to terms with my position in this world. Don't fret for me. My time will come one way or another.
This maze is you're doing. Do you have hints, suggestions, or even chuckle a little bit? A map to help get us through this a little faster?
Well, you made it to me, and that was the most important part of the journey. You're the first people I have seen in, oh, it must be near 800 years. The last one to visit was the Eldrin who tricked me into being here. So the fact that you've made it this far means you're well on your way. The journey from here is quite simple. It's a straight path. You'll arrive at the stone, do what you must, and that will be the end of it.
Um,
There
it
is
just
one catch, however. As part of my emplacement in the defenses of this crystal, a term I use lightly, of course, I can't let you go unscathed. Now, I wish not to fight. I value my life very much so.
Um,
I believe the simplest way to resolve that part of my deal would to put a temporary curse on each of you.
how about the death of a member?
Well,
I'm sorry, what?
that would suffice for that one member of the crew, but all of you must be scathed upon your departing me. She
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna look at Fitz and like, cause he's across from me, and like I'm gonna try to catch his eye, and I'm gonna look at my axe, and I'm gonna look back at her, and I'm just gonna look back at him, and just kind of raise an eyebrow.
as
I'm
you're
gonna whisper to Godric. Like to sleep.
as you're all doing that, she reaches under the table and pulls out a very small deck of cards and spreads them in a semicircle across the table. There's 10 cards laying in front of her.
Mm-mm.
As she
Mm-mm.
goes to spread those cards out, I'm gonna go ahead and launch my axe at her head.
What?
Okay. You reel back your axe and huck it at her, and your axe flies and lodges in the back of her chair with wisps of smoke where she was a second ago, and she appears behind you. And in your ear, you just hear, "Please refrain from doing that, dear. I'm far," as she starts to walk back around the table, "I'm far more powerful than my appearance leads you to believe. We can do this cordially. The curses won't be permanent. They will end upon your mission here ending. Each of you must just select a card, and then the path forward shall reveal."
What are those cards?
Oh, some cards of my own making, we'll just say.
No, I think we need a little more information, if you don't mind. What are we actually trying to pick? What are the consequences depending on the card that we pick? I think you need to be a little more specific, if you don't mind,
I,
Oh,
I, I,
ma'am.
but that will
Miss
ruin
Holly,
the
I think that
fun. Each
I
card
think that
holds a simple curse. The curse will last
yeah.
until you leave this area. And that is it. It's that simple.
I'm gonna whisper to Godric again.
Out of curiosity, she's from the Fae, right?
Yes.
That's what I heard you say.
Mm-hmm.
Does Erdan recognize her?
Make a history check. You recall stories of Lady Seraphina. So, the deity higher powers within the Fae, the Archfey are the highest beings. Those are like the deities of the Feywild. Lady Seraphina was very close to them, very similar to them, but she required no worship. So it was basically most of the powers of a god without the requirement of worshippers and the immortality. So she is mortal, but she's as powerful as a god.
Okay.
She was renowned for elegance, not just in herself, but in her lifestyle. She was like the epitome of being elegant. That's what people used as references. Other than that, she pretty much kept to herself.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk over here and pull my axe out of the chair back, and I'm gonna be like, "Nah, it'd be stupid if I didn't try," and I'll yank it out. And as I yank it out, I'll go, "Shah!" and I'll try to swing at her again in like the
Oh my
motion
God.
pulled out in.
You slash through nothing but a wisp of smoke as she pops up right next to you, Miss Holly, staring at Willie. And
Look at him.
she kind of
Yeah.
side eyes over to you, Miss Holly, and goes, "Your friend is a little difficult, isn't he?"
Oh, he's very charming, I guarantee you. He's a sweetheart.
I can believe it.
And I'll
With
stick
the
that.
right temperaments.
I'll look at Willie and kind of give him the hands, whoa motion, and Willie, just calm down. Let's not, strike out here, bud. So first I need to ask, is time in your maze moving as normal as outside of your maze?
It works the same as it does in the Fae.
Okay. Second question. Here in your garden, uh, this particular area, um, are we safe here?
Standing here with me, nothing from the outside will dare come in.
Okay, which leads me to my next question.
If I
Can
could,
we rest here for the evening and just think about the offer you're giving us here?
I'm not inclined to keep guests. You seem well on your way. I'd hate to stop you. Perhaps you should continue on your own.
Well, and you're right, we are, but I also know that my party is pretty wary of making it this far through your wonderful maze.
That is neither my problem nor my concern. I am simply here to usher you on to the next stage. What you do once on the way is of your own decisions. She's now petting Sir Fluffy Butt.
And does he seem okay with this?
He is very at peace.
All right, I'm cool with it.
Idris
Well,
is just gonna pick up a card because it's taking too long for his liking.
Okay. Roll a wisdom saving throw. Okay, nothing happens. On the card in front of you, you see the silhouette of a humanoid shrouded in black, huddled, hands up on the head, and above it are wisps of smoke, and in the smoke you catch little images of horrors. As you pick up the card, you get a couple of moments to look at it, and then it turns into ash and floats away out of your hand. Seraphina speaks up. "That's the spirit, dear. Now for the rest of you, quick. Must get you on your way. The sooner you get where you're going, the sooner I have a chance to be out of here myself."
Miss Holly's gonna say, all right, let's get this over with. Now I'm gonna pick a card.
The card you pick is a face without a mouth on it. And just like with Yerndris, you look at it for a moment or two, and then it flitters away in ash.
I look at Godric. Great.
As you go to open your mouth and speak, no noise comes out.
I look at Godric.
Bow my head and I grab a card.
So obviously you can't speak, Pam. So any spells you cast cannot have the verbal component to them.
That's fucked.
Just a second, I'm making notes as I go here. Godric, the card you pick up has a soldier, a small soldier in the bottom center of it, with a shield up in the air and a weapon in his other hand, kind of like, doing a boxing guard, covering his head on both sides. And he is being pelted by ice chunks and fire and lightning and just basically anything you can think of. And it sits for a couple of moments and then flutters away.
Okay.
Who's next?
Erdan will quietly grab a card.
You pick up a card, and on it is a treasure chest full of thousands of gold worth of riches, coins and crown and gems and anything you can imagine.
He will just grunt.
After the card disappears, nothing happens. Fitz, Willie, who's next?
What happens if we decide we're not going to pick a card?
Then we will sit here until you decide to pick the card.
Erdan will walk over to Fitz, and he'll lean in close to Fitz and say, "This isn't one you want to mess with."
Of course, if we wait too long, my patience may falter and I may be forced to choose a card for you. Or perhaps even two. That could be interesting.
Just pick a card and get it over with.
Fitz will grab a card.
The card is a two-part, so it's like a comic book. It's got a split from top left to bottom right corner. The bottom left is the image of a man drinking a tonic of some sort, and then the top right is that same man then puking.
Charming, I'm sure.
And last but not least, the one infused with magic.
Well, I will draw a card while just like staring at her the whole time, just like.
The card you draw is a man who, it's kind of a two-parter, kind of like how Fitz's was, where a man finds a piece of gold and then immediately gets beaten up and robbed. And as you look at the card, you see that image, and then the image changes, and it's a man who is chopping wood, and in the second panel, the axe comes down and hits him in the foot. And then it changes again, and it's a man who drinks something and then vomits immediately. And after it's cycled through these 3 sets of images, the card disappears. Well, I suppose that's it then. She walks over, picks up the rest of the cards, and does like a little hand trick, and they disappear. I suppose now is a good time for you all to be on your way. The way is quite simple, and you see her like raise her hands up and do a little flitter with her fingers, and all of the walls of the labyrinth lower down into the ground, and you can see to the north. Let me turn off the walls here for you. If I can. There we go. To the north, this away, is the way she's gesturing. She goes, "That is the path for that which you seek. It is a very short journey. Follow the path, enter the cave, follow the path down. You should be there within the hour." She
All right.
flutters up over the table, landing over here. She goes, "Now I bid you farewell, and good luck. My fate rests upon your doings just as well as mine, as your own."
You know, I kind of have the distinct feeling that the Feywild is much better off with her locked up in here.
Well, I would say that if she gains her freedom because of us, she owes us. He's going to say that looking at Serafino.
He's no longer there, my dude.
Oh, my audio's cutting in and out then. Thank you.
She's still present, but she's like moved away and kind of off doing other stuff.
I'm gonna grumble kind of under my breath, like, oh, or something. All right.
So what are you guys doing?
Well, at the very least, um, all right, everybody, gather up here for a second. And I want to cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
Six. From what I can gather, looks like Erdan is okay.
Erdan is the only person at full health.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I maxed out at 6, so I'm also going to have to leave out Sir Fluffy Butt, unfortunately.
He's doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, he didn't really take too much damage.
Okay. That's it.
11 for everybody. And then you get 6 bonuses off that, don't you, Godric?
Sorry, puppy duties.
5, because I can't count myself.
I think Yurndris was the worst of it, and after that, it was you, Godric. If I
Yeah, well,
recall correctly. So. All right.
Amish, Miss Holly. Yeah, it looks like that's out. Okay. Try and do what I can to help us before we go in. If anybody else has anything else they'd like to do before we start marching in, now's the time.
Probably drink the remaining of my potions. Two potions that I would like to drink.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna drink one of my potions of greater healing.
Hold on, because as an action, you'll get the full amounts. So don't roll the dice. Potion of healing is 10, so you get an additional 3. You're drinking 2 of them, Yurndris?
Yes, I am.
Or 3 of them?
2 of them. I'm gonna save my last one for in case we all get into a shitty situation.
Okay. So the potions automatically check themselves off. So when you rolled that one, you didn't have to tick it. But I will untick that for you and give you another 10 off. And then fits with a greater, and that's
20.
20. Okay.
I'm gonna
So-
use a potion of healing myself.
Hold on. Wait. Before you do that. So I'm going to post this real quick and see if this makes sense. So it says, in addition, a non-hostile living creature regains 1 hit point when it starts its turn in the aura with 0. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
I need to read first.
Yeah, if it was 1 point every turn, then it might make sense. But in 10 minutes, that'd be... Well, yeah, that'd be 60 hit points. So the
like
theory
almost
was
100.
there.
Yeah. Never
So
mind.
it would be 100 because 10 rounds a minute times 10 minutes. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, that won't work.
That is how my day has been all day. So.
It's all good. It was a good thought. Anybody else got anything? Or you all ready to start heading?
I think I'm ready to start heading.
You good, Mike?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay. So you all begin walking. As soon
Take a short rest, that would help everybody use some hit die to get some top themselves off.
Yeah. And she's like waiting for you to leave the labyrinth, but I mean that's something you could do on the way if you wanted to.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. Well, as soon as you leave the area where the labyrinth was, the walls come back up, blocking your way backwards. The path is Seemingly a well-traveled, well-maintained dirt path. Heavy trees on either side of it, wide enough for you to walk, 3 of you shoulder to shoulder. And it proceeds forward. And were you going to stop right there and do a short rest?
Yeah, once we get it to the
Okay.
edge.
Okay. So we will do a short rest then. So anybody who wants to roll hit dice to get some hit points back can. I will mark a short rest for
We're
everybody.
getting ready to head into where the warlock is, guys. So everybody wants to be at their best.
Does everybody remember how to roll hit dice? What are you
Definitely
rolling,
not a
Willie?
death roll, Willie.
What the hell?
There was a button there, okay? I'm just hitting some stuff. I figured it out.
I hit dice on Hamish. I mean, my hit dice, health dice, whatever they're called.
He. Shoot, how did it work for him? Give me just a second.
Okay, apparently I don't remember how to do.
Main
wait,
tab
yeah,
at
you're
the
right.
very bottom.
Never mind. I just thought it wasn't working.
If your companion has lost hit points or is dead, you can spend 1 minute meditating on your companion's spirit. The companion then regains all their hit points and returns to life if they were dead, and you gain 1 level of exhaustion. If the companion's body was destroyed, they reform within 5 feet of you. So you can heal him, but you will get a level of exhaustion doing it.
Worried? I'm not really too worried about it then.
Yeah, he doesn't look too bad, so.
Nah, he'll be fine.
Jacob, have you ever looked at the attunement requirements for Amulet of Short Rest?
I have. I made it.
That is horrifying.
Well, look who you got it from.
I understand. I'm just saying, wow, that is fucking horrifying.
Yeah, that is a homebrewed item. With great power comes great cost. So.
You're welcome. I figured out how to use that baby the best. What up?
Willie, it's bad enough I don't think even you would want to use it.
Well, maybe not Willie, but
I think he would.
Yeah, but where's he gonna find the blood of a newborn?
An orphanage.
I was just gonna say.
sometimes you gotta find a pretty lady and make your own spell reagents.
Although it says a newborn, right?
Yes, a newborn.
It doesn't specify what newborn.
Technically, no.
I mean, you see where I'm going with it?
That could be an exploited weakness.
I'm just saying. If it doesn't say it,
Wait,
then
what's your workaround there, Brad?
so it just says the blood of a newborn, right?
There, I put it in the chat for everybody.
Newborn
Newborn killed within the last 24 hours.
Correct, but it doesn't specify what species, race, or even creature type that the newborn has to be, right?
That should feel with more steps.
Technically not. Only trial and error would be able to prove your theory.
So, I think Fitz knows where I'm going with that.
I do.
That's
Apparently.
about monkeys didn't work, but gnomes did.
You're welcome, buddy. I'm here all night.
Pam, do you remember how to check your spells for the components?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. So if any of them has a V, you won't be able to cast them for as long as you're cursed.
That's
All
great.
that is. I know it is. I was really hoping you were gonna get that one.
Only V, or because there's some that say BSM.
If it has a V, regardless of whatever else it has, you will not be able to cast it.
Okay.
So
I don't
I'm
think
assuming if I cast remove curse, it's not going to do anything because this curse, like the exhaustion, has plot armor.
you are more than welcome to burn a spell slot trying.
What after what we've been through so far, I suggest just holding out bits.
Yeah,
So
I
we
might need that
finish this.
smite.
Okay. Well, your short rest comes to pass. You bandage up your wounds as best you can with what you have and the time you have. Anything else anybody wants to do before you set into the unknown?
I'm saying a prayer to Palor to protect us. Obviously, there's a lot of shit working against us.
Yes, absolutely. I will be praying to the Moon Maiden.
Like we're about to walk into death. It'll be fine.
All right. The path you travel seems vaguely familiar, very resembling of the path you took entering into the labyrinth. And very quickly it opens up, and you find yourself on a cliffside, at the top of a cliffside, with a winding path, like a cliff path, down the side of the cliff to the base. As you peek over the edge at the base, you can see what appears to be an abandoned village in extreme states of disrepair. And in the center of the village is a large rock protruding out of the ground. And yeah, that's what you can see. Do you make your way down the cliff?
No. Yindris will not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just ready to head down the path myself.
Yeah.
Okay. So you make your way down the cliffside. It is, as it appeared, a very much abandoned village surrounded by an overgrown jungle at this point, not even just a forest. And sure enough, that rock protruding from the ground has an entrance on it, similar to what you'd see as a mine entrance from your respective homes.
Thanks.
What?
Said no thanks. Appreciate the thought, but nah. He's not into it.
Talk to me, people. What are you doing?
I can't really talk, so.
Do we see a big red crystal anywhere?
You do not.
There's just this hole.
You are standing in an abandoned, very old, rundown village with a what looks like a mine entrance in a large protruding rock in the center of it.
Is there a church in this town?
A what?
Chapel, place of worship?
No, all the buildings, whatever they once were, is impossible to determine.
Hmm.
It's basically just scraps of lumber at this point.
Well, I guess in that case, I'm gonna head towards the mine. I'm pretty sure we all know that's where it's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk with Fitz there.
Okay. Is anybody not walking with Fitz there?
Yindris is not. He's not even in the village or wherever the heck they are. He's far
true.
away.
Yeah, you're still up on the cliff top, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Fitz.
All right.
Yeah, same.
Pam? Pam can talk.
Love it.
I'm walking.
You're following? Okay, so everybody but Yurndris. I'm assuming you keep Hamish with you, yeah, Yurndris?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
All right. You all, with the exception of Yurndris and Hamish, enter the cave. It kind of does like a spiral downward staircase type thing for a few 100 feet and then opens up into a courtyard of sorts. It's relatively small. There's plant life growing in it. There's plant life like surface plant life, not like cave plant life. There is small beams of sunlight coming in from the roof. And on the far side of this courtyard, you see another like mine entrance or tunnel.
Do we have a map for this?
No.
Okay.
Not an in-game map.
Theater of the
NPC
Mind map.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
That clarifies.
Yeah.
I say group up accordingly and let's head in. I guess since Fitz is the biggest of us, we'll put him up front. Followed by Willie.
When you say Willie, Willie's gonna be like, he's gonna look around and be like, I don't like this. It's too easy. Something's off. I'm going to go find Yindris, and we'll circle back around and save you all whenever whatever goes down here happens. And I'll walk back up and I'll head towards the exit to find Yindris.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Apparently moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay. Fitz, you were going first. What's the rest of the marching order?
I mean, if Willie and Yurndris are gonna go a different route,
It's gonna take probably 15 or so minutes for Willie to even get up to Yurndris.
okay. I guess go Erdan, Miss Holly, myself, and then Fluffy Butt.
Okay.
That's going behind Fitz, right?
You'll be behind Fitz. Miss Holly
Oh.
will be behind you. I'll be behind her, and then Sir Fluffy Butt behind me.
Alrighty. You proceed to go through the caves. They twist and wind for 10, 15 minutes as you're walking. In that amount of time, Willie, you get back up to your Yndris. If you want to have a dialogue there.
So I'll walk up to Yunus is outside of the town still.
She's up on the or he's up on top of the cliff still.
I'll walk up and I'll be like, "What do you see, Yunus?"
I don't do towns.
I think that's really more of a room, I would say, and then a lot of cave.
I can't go down there, man. It's memories are coming back to me, and I can't do it.
Are you fine with caves, Yunus?
Am I fond with caves?
Yeah, it's just the town that is giving you issues.
I mean, I'm fine with caves, I guess, but it's just the town. I feel like it'd be more of a hindrance rather than useful.
All right, we can do this, Yunus. Do you trust me?
Yeah.
I think you got to get the mic a little closer to you there, Eric. You're fading out.
Sorry. Okay, I am going to pull out my backpack and I'm going to empty the stuff in it out. And I'm going to be like, all right, put this over your head and trust in my guidance, Yndris. I will not lead you astray.
You so help me if you run me into a pole, Tiny Mouse. I will never let you live that down.
Yndris, brother, we will aim to pull together. And I'll put my backpack over your head and I will lead you through the town to the entrance to the mine.
Okay. As you start leading Yndris, the rest of the group come upon a series of caverns, almost crypt-like, some of them ornate, ritualistic in vibe only. There's nothing around. There's no bodies, no skeletons, no amulets or artifacts of worship. You just kind of get a general vibe from these caverns that you're walking through. And these ones are carved out now. They're not naturally forming. But you get the general vibe that they were once used for prayer or ritual or entombment, something of the like. You proceed through them for some time. Bear with me. And eventually you come upon a naturally forming cavern. Putting the map up, bear with it. This cavern is big, large. It's like a half an egg. It's a 60-foot high rounded ceiling. And in the center of it lies a large purple crystal. Similar in every way to the red crystal that held Lorette, except for its color.
I guess we cautiously move in. Keep moving, guys.
Wait,
You just watch for traps. You know. We don't know. I don't see anything. Other than the crystal. So
was the warlock trapped in the crystal last time?
Oh, they were all trapped in the crystal at one point in time, yeah.
But I mean, the last one that you guys fought.
No, he wasn't trapped in it. He was outside of it.
And you had to destroy it to get rid of him, or
Well, we destroyed him and we destroyed it. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. I don't think we did destroy it.
I'm pretty sure one
It
of you
didn't.
have it in your bag still.
No, I thought we left it. I thought we left it because it was the power source of the floating city in the astral planes.
Yeah, I think we left it there.
We removed all the corruption.
Who's got the bag of holding?
Thinking about the
I
one.
do.
He's talking about the stone that we touched that like gave
Yeah.
us the Wuchi.
I know you've got the memory crystal. I thought you took the red one too. I guess not.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Nope.
My bad.
We got a great sword and some half plate in the bag of holding. That's it.
Guys, probably circle back.
Honestly, I haven't really utilized the bag of holding for shit.
Use it for like an extra layer of protection for fun stuff. And that's about it.
It just occurred to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, because my audio's been going in and out all night. But didn't Lady Seraphina say that she was tasked with guarding the crystal?
Yeah.
And didn't she mention something about the Fae and being tricked and all that? It benefits her for us to destroy the crystal, right?
Yeah.
Have we seen this warlock for this particular crystal?
Well, she was
No, but
basically
it has been
guarding
made.
the place, and then by not having the crystal, then it's gonna benefit her where she can continue her whereabouts somewhere else instead of being where she currently is right now.
She did mention that the crystal houses the warlock. There's a chance he might be in it.
Fitz, while Erdan is asking some questions about previous crystals, you are looking at this cave standing at the entrance of it, and you notice the walls are covered in mossweed. That's what all those green plants are.
All right, well, they're deciding I'm going to start collecting.
Okay.
I only bring up the questions about the crystal because what if Lady Seraphina is in fact the warlock that we're looking for?
Well, make up my mind, dude, because you told me not to fuck with her. And now you're telling me that we should have put an axe in her head.
Well,
I tried.
it didn't occur to me until I saw this, okay?
She tried. That failed. Completely.
I mean, why curse us if it benefits her for us to get rid of this so she no longer has to worry about the crystal, right?
Fitz, you can
'Cause-
update your pouch to 100 uses of mossweed, just like grabbing handfuls of it and shoving it in your bag.
Oh, thank God I was down to 4.
You were actually down to none. You gave those last 4 to Bairn for pain management after he cut his leg off.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Could it be that maybe she's kind of working with Warlock in a way that
Miss Holly can't talk.
I'm not Miss Holly talking right now. I'm Pam talking
Just-
off the table.
Okay, just making sure.
Something like that.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, Pam. Your face was priceless on that one.
Something like that.
Hey,
I don't know.
The curses
No.
were random. You saw me rolling the dice. But I was really hoping the spellcaster was going to get the silence one.
Yeah, right. You've just
Yeah, but it
wanted your
makes
wife
sense
to
what
shut
God
up
is
for years.
saying. If it's gonna benefit her in any way, shape, or form, then why the hell curse us in the first place? Like, what was the point of that?
It's a curse. It's not supposed to benefit you.
Well, right,
What?
but it's gonna benefit her,
Yes, because now we're all weakened.
right?
He did
She-
say that she.
She did say part of the deal was she could not let people go unscathed.
Correct.
And as
Right.
opposed to fighting you and fucking your worlds up, she decided to curse you instead.
We think. Just because she has the power of a god doesn't mean that she
Well,
would have fucked our world up.
Yeah,
That's
besides, I got
that's
some
what
cold
she
iron
said.
shit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've heard fair stories of god killers. But
Ladies
We
and
got
gentlemen,
15, we
we
got
just hit our
15.
goal of 50 followers on the stream.
hell yeah.
Woo
Woo
woo!
woo!
I am officially an
Congratulations.
affiliate. Raise the roof.
Woo!
I feel like we should have we should
Hey,
have
go ahead
listened
and
to this.
level up, you said? Woo!
No.
But we can start saving up Nerd Force points so that I can buy a +5 Holy Avenger.
Potentially.
No.
We'll see. I gotta
No.
get it all set up, so you'll be able to start earning points on Sunday. So, all right, what are you guys doing? Erdan's having this. Well, what if it was
Existential
Serafina,
moment.
as Fitz is just like putting handfuls of this moss weed in his bag? Like, well, yeah, I mean, I could have killed her, but you told me not to. Just shoveling more moss weed into his bag. You guys can move your tokens, by the way. Like, the map is set and up.
I don't know. I'm just posing that. She knew we were going for the crystal. She knew. She said she had to. But if she's got the power of a god, then why? Other than the fact that she made a deal.
Now, I do have a question, Jacob.
Yeah. I have
Um,
questions.
so compared to the wizard weed I would be used to on the prime material plane, is the moss weed better, worse, or
Comparable.
mostly equal? Comparable?
It's comparable.
Okay, well then I'll just
It's
fill the bag.
maybe a little bit stronger, just because it's all natural. It's not modified in any way. But it does the same thing for you. You're just able to stretch it a little bit farther.
But
Okay,
clarification, this exhaustion is still on us?
It is. It fell off when I gave you guys the short rest. But if you remember,
No, it wasn't. Because I
then
was actually thinking about that when we were in negotiations with lady, what's her name?
then it fell off
And I was
Wednesday when I was in here fucking around with shit.
yeah. Well, if it was still there, I would have tried to use it as a bargaining chip. Like, we're already cursed from something you did.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be there, and that's not a curse though.
Well, can't remove it.
Look like a curse.
That's just from being
Looks like
tired.
a curse, feels like a curse.
That's
Seems like a
from-
curse.
That's tired from being running through your dreams. That's what that's from. Fitz and Erdan, as you step actually into the chamber, you can feel. It's like being at a concert when you can feel the bass through the ground. You can just feel that hum pulsing from the center of the room. It's kind of faint. It's really faint, actually. And it's like 5-10 seconds in between each pulse. It's just a low arcane boom that radiates.
Okay, so once I've got my bag filled, I am going to cast Detect Good and Evil
Okay.
and look at the rock there.
When you look at the rock after casting Detect Good and Evil, inside of the rock, you see a silhouette roughly the size of a young teenage child, so maybe 3-4 feet tall, and it is evil.
Hey guys. Apparently there's a great evil inside that crystal. So, good news. Strange thing is it's childlike. Now, I'm just thinking back to the visions I had watching that information crystal. I don't remember any of the warlocks being a child. Am I wrong?
I'm gonna back you up for 2 seconds there, Fitz. Where's your Detect Good and Evil? You don't have that
Um,
spell. Or is it
it's
your
one of my
your
paladin
divine
ability.
your divine sense?
Divine
Okay.
sense, yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah, sorry.
make sure you check it off.
Okay.
Is all good.
Yeah. So, does anyone else remember one of the warlocks being a child?
So we actually need to back it up because that's not Detect Good or Evil. That is different. It lets you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you, not behind total cover. And nothing goes off when you use that. Other than you have a faint glow to yourself, being half celestial.
That's all that does?
Mm-hmm.
Doggy.
You would also detect that the room you are in is consecrated ground. But that's it.
Holly's walking in. Fuck it.
Let me see, how long does this last for?
As you walk up next to Godric, Miss Holly, you start to feel that arcane pulse underneath the ground. And it's back on Brawl, you got that shiver when you went into the Wizards Guild that set off a flare of your wild magic. And it started as a tingle that crawled up your spine. And the pulse you're getting in your feet is starting to give you that same tingle, but it's just kind of sitting at the base of your spine. It's not crawling up.
Okay. I look at Godric. And I'm gonna do this. It's so hard not to be able to talk. This is horrible for Holly right now. She wants to like, pew. Anyway.
Well, Miss Holly, I mean, it's a big magical crystal. I mean, not like I like we haven't been around one of these before. So, question is, hmm,
Fuck it, I'm gonna ice knife it.
you're gonna what?
Roll a straight d20.
I'm gonna ice knife the crystal.
That doesn't have a verbal component, does it?
Nope.
Okay.
Whenever I get the 20, that'd be great. Hold on, you know how this goes. I'll be able to roll by tomorrow.
There we go. Okay.
Yay.
You,
Okay.
as Godric is saying, well, and he looks over at you and sees you make a knife appear in your hand, and you huck it at the crystal.
Yeah.
Almost a slow-mo motion where that knife flies slowly across the room, lodges into the crystal, and explodes. And as it explodes, the room fills with a blinding light, leaving everybody covering their eyes and looking away. There's a loud shring going through the air. And as the light starts to dissipate and the noise starts to die down, your eyes refocusing as the light equalizes. We're going to pause for 2 seconds while our guest player comes in.
Swear to God, if it's emo Dane again.
Everybody say hi to Katie.
Hi.
Katie's only like name.
So I'm gonna play with my camera off so my computer doesn't die, but I just wanted to show you guys the shirt I bought for all of you.
It's a good day for a
Oh,
TPK.
thank you.
Hell yeah.
Love it. So cute.
Love it. All right. You're in. Okay, so I'll do the introduction and then it's all you, Katie, okay?
Okay.
As the light comes back into focusing visual levels and the shriek in your ears dies down, you look back at the crystal, and floating about 15-20 feet off the ground where the crystal was is a small fairy, about 3.5 feet tall, with a light purple skin and vibrant blue wings. The floor is yours, Katie.
I told you not to wake me up until dead. Oh. Hi. Who are you?
I'm Fitz.
Hi,
This is
Fitz.
Sir Fluffy Butt.
Hi, Sir Fluffy Butt.
And Godric. And Holly.
Hi, Hi,
and
Holly.
Willie.
Hi, Willie.
Oh, wait. Willie and Yendrist aren't there yet.
Nope, they are on their way. I am keeping track of time for you two.
Okay. Yep. Nope. So it's just the four of us. Oh, and Erdan. Sorry, almost forgot you.
Erdan.
Hello.
Well, how long's it been? How's Soreth? Is he still around? Still kicking?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's a shame.
Mike and Pam, you would recognize that name.
That's what I was just checking.
Yep, that
Mhm.
is the first one you ran into.
Mhm.
Which you backstoried the whole thing, so everybody except Erdan would recognize that name. He is the head warlock of the coven.
Oh,
Sorif,
yes. Yeah. Imps.
Sorif is still around, to our knowledge.
Okay. All right. That's good. Well, you guys are
What?
boring.
What? What do you have to do with the? Are you a warlock?
Are you a warlock?
No.
God, you can't just ask somebody if they're a warlock, Godric.
You know what?
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
I thought that was Drudish you couldn't ask him about.
I was under the impression there was a warlock trapped in this crystal.
Oh, that crystal behind me, broken? Below me?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. How can you trap something in broken crystal?
Well, it wasn't broken until we got here.
Oh, so you guys broke it? That's not very nice. Anyway,
Well,
like I said, you guys are boring. And I am going to activate my Boots of Speed and summon my genie.
We got to deal with a fucking genie now.
You see on the ground, hovering just above the ground in front of you, is a genie. Wisps of smoke and water coming off of him.
Wait, do you know the rat?
I do.
He's not around anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That guy was a stupid sucker anyway, so whatever.
Yeah. He died like a little bitch.
Yeah, he was a little bitch, so he deserved to die like a little bitch.
Probably one of the happiest moments of my life. Okay, anyway, so we're what's with the genie?
My friend.
Huh. Is this the wish granting genie, or is this more like the evil Djinn that just likes to torment, torture, and destroy things?
Well,
As you're talking, you notice
grants my wishes.
her float another 30 feet up. She's about 10 feet from the ceiling at this point.
What's the brightness level in here?
It's dim lighting. Little above dim, not quite dim. It's a well enough lit room for a cave.
So dim lighting.
Sure,
Twilight,
Erdan.
you might say?
Okay. I'm gonna look at Fitz and be like, bro, what is going on right now?
I think somehow the second warlock is an angsty teenager, and that we're gonna have to fight a genie.
Well, that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun.
I know, because I really like her opinion on the rat.
Genie, please deal with them. Keep them occupied for me.
Your wish, my command. And as soon as she says that, the genie makes a whirlwind appear in front of him and pushes it out at Godric. Godric, I need you to do a strength saving throw. That is a fail. Do you have an ability for failures that you want to use?
Not for strength. No.
Okay. You are restrained in this little 5-foot whirlwind right now. With that, go ahead and everybody roll initiative, including you, Katie. Change.
Well, fuck me.
Here.
Yeah, I'm just not having good rolls so far. I hope that changes.
That's all right, buddy. I'm giving you a high five.
Yeah, well, Sir Fluffy Butt's on the ball today.
I'm sure we'll con some shenanigans together.
Yes.
All right. Well, Miss Holly, you are up first. You just witnessed this genie trap Godric in a whirlwind. What are you doing?
I'm gonna use my ice knife at her. I'm going to cast it at level 3.
What is the range on Ice Knife?
60.
She is way out of range.
She's 50.
She is 50 feet up. And then you're 50 feet away, which means she's actually closer to like 80 feet away from you.
Okay, great. So let's do that to the genie.
Okay. Roll a straight d20 before you do anything.
Going for it. Any minute.
All right,
Okay.
you're good. That'll hit.
Genie.
Oh, man.
2 damage. Go ahead and drop the save on him. For the cold damage. Alright, he does succeed, so I don't think... I gotta look. Yeah, so he won't take any of the cold damage. Alright, that was your action. Do you have any movement or a bonus action you want to take?
Nope, I'm staying right there.
Alright.
Hey.
Godric, you are restrained. You can attempt to break free of the whirlwind with a strength check. Should you choose? You are still restrained. I will let you retcon that roll if you want, because I hadn't finished. It takes your action to do so. Okay. So you are still restrained. So no movement. You can take your bonus action though. Restrain is just you can't move.
Mm-hmm. But I can move my hands, just not my feet.
Yeah, you're just swirling in a whirlwind. So you just can't walk is all.
You're at disadvantage to attack, also.
Probably. I don't have my list up.
Okay, so in
cast.
that case, we're gonna use a 5th level slot. And
I got my effects cheat sheet out.
there you are. Had to find it. That'll end my turn.
What did you cast?
Spiritual weapon. 10 foot off the ground. Next to the ferry.
Well, the ferry's 50
and that's
feet up, but
yeah, I know.
Okay.
but
That's
that's
as far as
my
you can get it.
furthest reach. Mhm.
Perfect. All right.
And that is 5th level.
Okay.
More damage.
Willie and Yerndris, you are still moving. So I will let you know when you get here. I put the little note in the bottom left corner of the map, Mike. Just GSW, Godric Spiritual Weapon, 5.
Okay. Okay.
That way we don't forget. Sir Fluffy Butt.
Yeah.
Sir Fluffy Butt is going to do a charge.
Alrighty.
Is the cast my to hit or?
Let me look. Yeah, so you do the melee plus 7 to see if you hit or not. You do hit, so then you roll damage, which is a horn attack plus an extra 2d8. So there's the horn damage and then the extra 2d8. And he failed his save. Just a second. Okay. So he gets knocked prone.
All right, and then I get a second attack with my hooves, then, right?
I think that's how I wrote it.
Or because I can't remember if like that's his whole turn or.
No, he still gets his second attack. The charge is just as long as you move 20 feet and then take a horn attack. You get to roll to see if he goes prone. Alright, so that hits. Alrighty. Anything else for Fluffy Butt?
No, Fluffy Butt's feeling pretty proud of himself right now.
Alright.
That went so much better than he thought it would.
Next up is the fairy, who never introduced herself, so I'm not going to say her name.
Well, I'm going to shriek at my genie, get up and get in the air like you know you should be, and keep doing what you're doing otherwise, but fly, damn it. And then
It's so hard to find good help nowadays.
Right?
This is facts.
And then I will summon a barbed devil over in the northeast section.
It's kind of like there-ish.
Yes, perfect.
Okay. And that was your 4th level spell, right?
It was my... Yes.
Okay. So you can also issue a command to it right away.
I will cackle with glee. Burn this all down, devil.
You hear a come from him.
And I will fly up 10 feet and over here. Plus.
So you'll have 50 feet of movement left after you go up the 10.
How about right? Yeah.
Okay. It is going to bring you down just a little bit because the ceiling is rounded.
Fair.
All right. So that's your movement and your action. Do you have a bonus action you want to use?
I don't think I do, actually.
Okay. Well, that is going to bring us to the Barbed Devil then. He is going to turn and just start throwing balls of fire.
More bad helpers.
Shout out to Eric for the awesome flame graphics from forever ago. Let's see, he gets to throw 2 of them.
The mossweed? Why you gotta burn down the mossweed, bro?
Oh, we
Alright.
all about to have the munchies in here.
That is his turn. Next up is the genie. The genie is going to use half of his movement to stand up, taking off the prone. And then he is going to use his action to disengage, and he is going to go 20 feet up. Let's see, so okay, so he can go 45, so he's going to go 30 up and 15 over.
That's after using his action and half his movement already?
Yep.
We're going to have to pin this motherfucker to the ground.
Genies have a fly speed of 90 feet. Godric, I did forget to mention at the end of your turn, you got lifted 10 feet off the ground. You're circling up the whirlwind. The whirlwind is then going to move with you over Miss Holly's space. Miss Holly, I need you to make a strength saving throw. Okay, you are restrained in the whirlwind as well.
Boo-hoo.
That is his turn. Erdan, you're up.
All right. Let's have some shenanigans. Let's see here. So let's move 30 right there. Probably not going to reach with that. So let's do... What's the range on that? Nope, that ain't going to hit. That ain't going to hit. Action? Yeah. I am going to pop a channel divinity.
Okay.
For that. And then let me see if this is a action or a bonus action. Knowing my luck, it's probably going to be a bonus or an action. Son of a bitch. Yeah, it is. All right. Let's do... There we go. All right. I knew there was one that would work. Let's do Moonbeam on... Don't worry about that. Ignore that. And we're going to use that on our Warlock friend.
Aw, I'm your friend.
Yeah, we're about to find out. Okay. For that...
So that is a 5-foot cylinder. I'm not going to put it directly on her because then tokens become a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time a turn or starts its turn there, is engulfed in ghostly flames and must make a con saving throw. So it won't take damage until she starts her turn there.
But didn't
But
she just
She
she
enter it?
just entered it.
True. Okay. So that's a failure. Go ahead and roll damage.
Take damage on the fits. Okay. There's a little bit more to it. I just want to make sure that it...
Yep, and then as a bonus or as an action, you can move the beam 60 feet in any direction on your subsequent turns.
Gotcha. The shape changer effect doesn't apply, right?
That will affect you and Fitz, and that's it.
Okay.
Because you are the only known shape changers present at the moment.
Okie dokie. Then that's what I got for that turn.
Right. That'll put you up, Fitz.
Hmm.
I forgot to do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up to there,
Attaboy.
and then I am going to let me just, I gotta check my things here. Yeah, I don't really have anything I can hit her with yet, so
Not
I
unless
guess
you
in
want to
that
throw something.
So I guess in that case, I'm just gonna move up there. Um, and I think that's all I'm gonna do on this turn. I'm just gonna look up and just kind of stare at her.
What kind of stare is it?
Like to think it's a calculating stare, but it probably looks more like a teddy bear stare.
Okay. That concludes your turn. That is going to bring us around to Miss Holly. Wrapped up in the whirlwind, you can use your action to make a strength check to try to break free of the whirlwind, or you can just be in the whirlwind and use your action for other shit.
No. Let's get the fuck out of here. Or try.
You are still restrained.
God damn.
bonus action movement. You do have your quicken spell meta magic. You can burn 2 points to cast an action spell as a bonus action if you want.
Let me think. Yeah, let me do that. And I'm gonna use Ice Knife again on the genie.
Hit
The
that
genie.
straight D20 first, please. Okay. Go ahead and roll it. Make sure you target him first.
Yeah.
That is a nat 1.
Great.
Drop
Okay.
the nat 20 for nat 1. That's. Ooh.
I know. I saw the nat 22. I was like, ooh. You're embarrassed. So you're going to be -2 to all of your attack rolls until the next time you hit a target. So anytime you go to attack something, you just click the -2 button in the bottom left corner first.
Okay.
But that'll be it for your turn, Godric.
Okay, so as I hover in the air.
Oh, Miss Holly,
Gonna put
you got lifted. Oh, wrong button. Sorry to interrupt, Mike. Me 1 second.
Okay.
She is just below you. Yeah, you're about 5 feet off the ground now. Still in the whirlwind, but 5 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay.
I am going to put my hands together and bow my head. I am going to call upon my deity.
Okay.
Hollow, please send us help to deal with this Jinn.
Are you just praying, or are you casting something using an ability?
I am using my divine intervention.
Roll it with advantage.
All right. Centile dice. There we
Yep. So you roll a D100.
Yeah. Oh wait. Advantage.
And you need an 11 or lower.
Yep. Damn it.
Bro, I was gonna say, if you get this,
roll it one more time though. I said with advantage.
I clicked the advantage.
Okay. Nothing happens.
It was worth a shot. That was my action.
That would have been epic if it worked.
Yeah, well, it's worth a shot. Okay, so 20 foot that way.
You're still restrained in the whirlwind.
Bonus action to move my spiritual weapon 20 foot.
Okay, I saw the movement on Godric, not the.
Oh, nope. So that's bonus action, and I'm done.
All right. Willie and Yurndra's, you're still on the way to the cave. However, you smell smoke and you hear rustling up ahead.
See, I knew they would need us to come and save them. I said it when I went to come and get you. I said, you'll need me to come save you. I'm going to go eat Generous and then we'll come save you. That's what I said, Generous. And now look at them, burning.
Two strongest, don't they?
It's a very familiar smell of smoke too, Willie.
Yeah, you'd recognize it.
Although I'm just not sure my nose is playing tricks on me or not.
Yeah. Now Willie's like, fuckers are throwing a rave without me.
There's something up there.
They continue progressing. Sir Fluffybutt is up.
Okay. Can he run up and try to like bite onto Miss Holly's robes and try to like pull her out?
Have him make just a straight dexterity check with disadvantage.
Apparently this is happening.
He runs up and is like, you know, like a dog watching the tennis ball you're waving back and forth, and then just hops up and clomps down. And Miss Holly, you just barely feel the nick of his teeth on your leg, and then you feel a sudden pull as you get yanked out of the whirlwind and onto the ground next to Sir Fluffybutt, and you are no longer restrained.
You. This is outside Holly, and then Holly's gonna look at for Fluffy and just pet him a little bit. That's
He
her way of
winks
saying
at her.
thank you.
Anything else for Sir Fluffybutt? That was his action to do that.
He's gonna use a little more movement to get under Godric. I don't know if he can really, if Godric would have any way to get a hold of him or anything, but maybe he could help him get out of it too.
Yeah, Godric's about 15 feet up right now.
Oh, is he? Oh, sorry, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, no, he went up another 5 feet at the
Oh.
end of his last turn.
Okay, yep, now I see the 15. All right, well.
We'll put Miss Holly right there.
Ooh.
But that's it for Sir Fluffybutt. Katie.
Okay, I will point at my devil and say, "You, yes, keep doing that." And I will point at my genie and I will say, "Get away from that floating weapon if you know what's good for you, and then just keep that whirlwind going. Let's collect them all." And then I will look at Fitz and say, "Hi, Fitz." And
Hi.
then I will summon my next friend, Medusa.
Where do you want it?
Right. How can I? On that middle big rock on the southwest corner of the crystal.
Haha, joke's on you. I'm already stoned.
Attaboy.
And then I will fly. Let's see.
Oh, hold on. Start of your turn, Erdan, roll the moonbeam.
Is it the start?
It is the start
Yes,
of her
start
turn
of
or
her
any
turn.
time she enters. So you can, in
Oh, I thought it
theory,
was
hit
the-
her twice per round.
Gotcha. Okay. Where's the fucking damage at?
She got to roll the save first.
Does she?
Yep, it's a
Yep.
save every time, and then the damage after that. Because if she succeeds, she'll only take half damage.
Then it still drop the damage?
Yep. Yeah, that's one of those spells where if they succeed, they take half, and if they fail, they take all of it. So she
Got
took
it.
4 damage on that. Right,
Got it,
and
got it.
then 55 feet of movement there,
Plus
Yeah, she's
5
a-
up.
plus 5 up.
And
Fucking
I'm
quick
drop-
little thing.
dropping concentration on the devil to cast
Summon the Medusa. Yep, I got her
Yeah,
up
so
there.
here's your, I think it's, let's see.
So you get
1d6? Yes, 1d6. So, 3
What was it?
minutes.
Yep. Okay. Got it.
And to her, I will say, you just take care of all of these things, make them, turn them into stone if you can. Just kill them. I'm bored. I'm tired. I want to get out of here. Don't touch my genie or my devil. And that's it for
Her
me.
hair coiling and hissing. All right, that's it for you. Let me roll the initiative on that real quick. Okay, Hamish is on the way. The Medusa.
Oh, you skipped the Barb Devil.
Oh, I did. Sorry. The Barb Devil, real simple, is just going to throw some more fire after some movement. And the other fires are growing and spreading as well.
You know, this is really reminiscent to the ship.
Is it? But the Medusa runs over Erdan. You kind of catch out of the corner of your eye something coming towards you, and before you know it, it's on you and attacking you. You feel some small tendril-like things glance off your armor, and then the second ones, they bite down on your neck.
That's a lot of fucking dice.
Partially absorbed. So you only
God
took
damn.
you only took 19 technically. And then after that bites into your neck, you feel what you would assume to be a sword kind of glance off the back of your armor. And that is it for her. The genie is going to hover. 35. I can move this thing. Where's my notes?
90.
The whirlwind, I can move 60.
Oh, the whirlwind.
Actually, I'm not going to do that. I am instead going to, or he, rather, is going to summon a earth elemental, and he is going to put it right there. Erdan, you're up.
All right. Let's see here.
I will give you benefit of the doubt because Desser said, I'm summoning my Medusa. If your eyes are open, you have to roll a save right now. If you choose to not look at the Medusa, but attack her, they will all be at disadvantage.
Oh, I was going to do neither of those.
Okay.
I'll take option number 3, please. Let me see here. Let me just make sure I'm not going to screw myself on this one. That's. Okay. So, first things first, as an action, I want to move the moonbeam over to the warlock. Because if I recall correctly, she moved 55 feet and then 5 feet up.
Yep. So it'll be right on her there.
Yep.
And it
So that means
entered. It enters, so go ahead and drop it on her.
Okay.
She succeeds.
Not bad. Okay, so that was the action for that.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I will disappear using Hidden Step. And run away from Miss Medusa.
Okay. She is still going to get an attack of opportunity on you with disadvantage because you hidden step.
Okay.
And it does miss.
Nope. So let's see here. That was action, bonus action. I think that's all I got at the moment.
Okay.
Movement.
He just
I
moved.
just did my movement.
Misty Step is not moving.
No, I didn't Misty Step. I Hidden Step.
Oh.
Did I say Misty Step? I'm sorry.
No, you said hidden step. It's a racial ability.
No. Oh, okay.
So.
No, that was my mistake. My mistake.
Oh, good. And that brings us to you, Fitz. Same situation with the Medusa. You can intentionally not look that direction. Any attacks against her will be at disadvantage. And there may be some other, like, you don't move in a straight line that you intend things. Or you can choose to not play that game and roll a saving throw.
I'm going to move over here to the Djinn.
Okay.
He's 30 feet up.
I understand that.
Are you keeping your gaze averted from the Medusa, or are you just going?
I'm just going. I'm looking straight at the Djinn.
Okay. We are going to do a con save
I have
then.
this.
And it's a 20, so you're good.
Yep. Fuck her and her steely gaze.
Yeah, and you get your +5 to saving throws anyways, so fuck you.
That's right. Plus, I'm already stoned, so that's advantage.
I don't know about that.
Okay, now, here's what I am going to do. As my bonus action, I am going to cast Misty Step.
Okay.
And I am going to invade this Djinn's personal space.
Okay.
And I am going to bear hug him and drop him back down to the ground. Landing on top of him is my plan.
Okay.
I'm
Make a strength
basically
check.
going to do a mid-air suplex.
Yes. Are you in bear form? Tell me you're
Yes.
in bear
Oh,
form.
yes, I'm in bear form.
Oh,
Go
God,
ahead.
yes.
Go ahead and make that strength check. See if you can grapple him or not.
Praise God.
Ooh. Roll it again.
Oh.
Okay. They tied the first time. I wanted a clear and distinct winner on that.
And what happened on the second one?
You
We're
won
about
by
to find out.
you won by 2.
It's like shit, don't leave us hanging, right? Come on.
Right.
Sorry. I said it in my head. I can see the numbers. I forget that you can't. Okay, so you Misty Step right on him, bear hug, and he comes crashing back down to the ground. He takes some damage on the fall. You were expecting it, so you did not. And he is grappled. Let me get that modifier on him.
Oh, does he keep his concentration on the whirlwind?
Yeah, because that's not a spell.
Of course it's not. It's alright.
The earth
We'll see how well-
elemental, however, he does maintain. All right, you got anything else for us?
Well, that was action, bonus action, and movement. No. I'm just gonna cinch up and really tighten down on him.
All right. Miss Holly, you had a moment where you got pulled out of a whirlwind and you give Sir Fluffybutt a thank you, and you watch for a moment as Sir Fluffybutt goes to look and see if he can help Godric, and you scan across the battlefield, and as you look over your right shoulder, boom, there's an earth elemental towering over you, and it does not look happy.
Great. I'm gonna stab him with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Fuck him. He's getting stabbed with a blunt object.
That hits.
God damn it with those two.
2 resisted down to 1.
Great.
Anything else for your turn?
No, I'm gonna stare at him and kind of smile. Like,
Hey.
hi.
All right, Godric, you are up.
Do I have to strength check to try and get myself out of this?
Yep, if you want.
Can't like acrobatic athletics out of this?
Nope, it is a strength check.
You could lower a rope down to Sir Fluffybutt.
That, however,
18.
was enough, and you are able to just at the right moment and strain yourself out, and you land firmly on the ground next to the whirlwind.
Wait,
And-
cancel. Yep.
20 feet. All right, you've already used your action this round. All right, spiritual weapon coming over.
Action, bonus action, movement. I'm good.
All right. With that, Willie, you appear at the entrance to the cave with Yerndris and Hamish just behind.
Can we say for good measure, as I'm coming up to the door, I'll activate my boots?
Yeah,
Yeah, a little extra zap. Okay.
that'll make sense why you're ahead of Yerndris in the initiative order too. You're just a few steps ahead of him. So we'll put you an extra 10 feet in. There you go.
Okay. So I get to actually do stuff here? Holy shit.
Maybe, but you walk in, you can see Fitz and Erdan fighting a genie. You see a Medusa off to the far left. You see some very familiar flames burning mossweed in the background, a little fairy floating up near the ceiling, and a giant earth elemental towering over Miss Holly with Sir Fluffybutt right behind her.
Well, shit. What are we going to do? I'm gonna come in. I'm going to. It's one of my attacks to try to push this earth elemental 5 feet back.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna rage first. That is important. Let's see. What the fuck happened?
Sweet. So we'll say you raged before you even moved, and you still have all your movement speed. You teleported over to it if you want.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I'll pop in right there, and I will still try to do that. And I believe that is going to be a contested.
Break those dice.
Hold on.
What are you?
That should have been an advantage.
What are you doing? Your charge, right?
No, I mean, so the charge lets me move them 10 feet. As just like a kind of a grapple type of action, I can just push him back 5 feet using one of my attacks.
Okay, so you're just trying to shove him. Got it.
Yeah, just trying to shove him back 5 feet. That shouldn't have been an advantage. I don't know why. For some reason, it didn't take into account the disadvantage from my exhaustion.
Yeah, it's because I manually coded the exhaustion. So, just roll a straight d20 and add 3 to it manually.
8.
That doesn't work. You run up and you shoulder into this elemental, and look, and then stop and look at him, and still see Miss Holly standing right next to you. Shit.
With my second attack, I'll just hit him with old Judy.
All right.
Good old Judy.
That
Nope.
misses.
Shit. I say that. I'm just like, shit. Who's the warlock? And I'll end my turn.
All right, Sir Fluffy Butt.
Sir Fluffy Butt is gonna circle around here. Because he's not liking this elemental here.
All right, he will get flanking. You still have the GD targeted on Fluffy Butt. There you go.
Yep. That's right, I forget. You can't just target something else. You gotta actually untarget.
Yeah.
Alright, so... First, Fluffy Butt. Gonna hit it with some hooves.
That'll hit. 12 damage.
And then... Gonna do a horn.
That'll also hit. 16
Max
damage. Alrighty, is that it, Fluffy Butt?
Yeah, mostly he's just kind of getting in its face and trying to distract it from Miss Holly.
Okay. Well, it is now the Elemental's turn. He is going to slam down once on Miss Holly. So that is who he was focused on, but he is going to miss. Then he's going to turn around and slam at Sir Fluffy Butt, which hits. Katie, your turn again.
Okay. I will look at my Medusa and say, you keep doing your best. But maybe you should watch out for that guy in the shiny armor. Like, just watch him. Be careful. And then I will turn to Erdan and say, Erdan, I don't like this game that you're playing with me.
Wait
I'm
a
gonna
second,
pause.
You can't even see me right now.
I'm going to pause you for 2 seconds. Erdan, you need to roll a moonbeam on her.
Oh, thank you.
She succeeds. Go ahead and drop the damage. Okay. And Erdan is currently invisible. He will reappear at the beginning of his next turn.
Okay.
It doesn't mean you can't talk to him. You know he's in the proximity, but you don't know that he's specifically right there.
Very good. Then I will. Let's see. Some new people. That's lovely. Make our way. Go. Over here.
Okay. So you're actually going to be back about here and 10 feet lower.
Okay. And then I will throw some Eldritch Blasts at Sir Fluffy Butt. He seems like a menace.
Okay. You get 3 Eldritch Blasts in total. You can target all 3 on the same creature or target 3 different creatures with 1 blast.
We're gonna see how it goes. So we're gonna do 1 for Sir Fluffy Butt.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. And that's because of your Eldritch Invocation will also push him 10 feet. Wait for the damage. There you go.
Does that add the
5
modifier?
Yeah, I programmed that in.
Okay, perfect.
That's the +6 on there. So he was there. So, yep. 10 feet will put him right there.
That's still plenty close. Okay. I like that. So we'll do that again.
That hits.
Okay.
I've got to get this dude some armor.
It's another 7 damage. He's going to get pushed another 10 feet, and as that happens, the Earth Elementals...
I'm not going to choose to push him this time.
Do you get a choice with that?
It says can.
Let me pull it up. Hold on. Which one was that?
Repelling Blast.
Repelling Blast, that's right. It does say can, so open to interpretation. You don't have to push him if you don't want to.
All right, I will hit him one more time.
Okay. That'll hit.
This time I will push him.
Okay.
By the way.
It's 9 points, and then as he gets pushed, now the Earth Elemental will use his reaction to swing at him as he's leaving the Sphere of Influence. Which is a crit.
Like an attack of opportunity?
Yep.
You have to
get...
voluntarily move for that to work.
Right.
You can't be moved.
I gotta Google it. Hold on. Do you have anything else for your turn, Katie?
Just imagine if we're all standing around something and I push it, and then everybody swings at it, and then we circle it, and I push it, and we swing it, and we just kill stuff.
You very well could, but let me look up the rules.
I have no more for my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought we've been over this before. Because we were trying to use spells to push things.
It
to
wasn't
cause
with me, I
attack
don't
of
think.
opportunity.
All the rules say is when it moves out of your reach.
Okay. We're gonna have to
yeah, that's gonna be a more in-depth thing.
And record it.
I will give you guys though that he didn't actually leave the reach. Now that I looked a little closer at the character sheet, that Earth Elemental's got a 10-foot reach, so he's still within swinging distance. So let me... Where's Fluffy Butt? Give that back. Let's see. 20. Oh, math. There.
Brad,
Mm-hmm.
remember this conversation when you want to use your Otis's thunder thing and make things move away from you.
Okay.
I will do more research on that and get back to you with a definitive answer.
I'll have to go
Alright.
back and watch this again.
The Barb Devil is going to run over here. He's going to throw some fire at Fitz, because Fitz is standing right there, and miss. And then kind of shake his head in your hand. And throw a ball of fire over here. That's going to be his turn. Hamish is up. Start with that D4, please.
But okay.
It's 3 points right off the bat.
He already had one checked off, and I don't know why.
I was testing some stuff out and debugging earlier this week, so that was probably on me.
Okay. Then I'll leave it like that.
Perfect.
He is gonna... It's to move 40 feet, so he is gonna get all the way over here. And he is gonna bite down on this Earth Elemental.
Okay.
Should probably also... Hold on. I was gonna roll it as Yindris.
That'll hit. 12 damage, resisted down to 6.
Terrible. And that'll be it for Sir Hamish.
Alright.
Isn't Hamish's bite magic?
I don't... No, not yet. Got to be a higher level for that.
That makes sense.
It says ferocity points than they are, but I did not.
Yeah, you guys are on the edge of it. Alright, it is the Medusa's turn. She is going to... Longbow. First one's for Godric. Not satisfied with that, the second one's for Godric too. And then she's going to move a little closer to here. It is the genie's turn. He is grappled, which means speed is 0. And that's it. So he, with his wonderful arms, is going to start swinging his scimitar. First one on Fitz. Second one for Godric. That is going to hit. Now, Godric, for you, when you take this hit, the slashing damage you take from the sword feels familiar, like it should, like you would expect. As the cold damage sinks in, it feels worse than you would have expected.
Okay.
Above table, it's because of your curse.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Also above table, the cold damage got doubled. There's only an extra 3 points of damage, but yeah.
So then it just becomes average. I already have resistance to cold.
Oh shit, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, so I'll take that 3 back. Oh, how much did it say you took? Hold on. Oh, fucking numbers, man.
I have resistance to cold and I have resistance to fire.
Oh, sorry. Not cold damage. This was lightning thunder damage.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I misread. That's my bad. And that was his 1, 2, second attack. He gets 1 more, which he's going to take on you, Godric. Missing. And Yurndris, you're up.
I am going to move 30. Oops, that's not. Wait, move 30 feet this way. And then I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb at the Earth Elemental.
Okay. That'll hit.
Okay. I'm gonna do it with the fire damage. Woohoo! That did something.
Okay. That did 8 damage to him.
That is all I will do.
Alrighty. Erdan, you're up.
All righty then. So for this turn, I'm going to use my action to. I think my moonbeam will reach our little warlock friend.
Yeah.
So I'll use my action to move the moonbeam over there.
Okay. Go ahead and drop it on her. That's a failure. So damage. 13.
So I do have to ask only because it was mentioned earlier, and I've been forgetting about asking this. Does that affect concentration at all?
Any hit affects concentration.
Not in her current situation.
Okay. So that was my action. Let's see. I'll use my movement to move there. And then I'll use my bonus action to give myself another 30 feet flying. And move another 30 feet.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Fitz.
Okay. Now I'm a little bit cranky with everything flying away. So we're gonna stop things from doing that by making sure they don't breathe anymore.
It's one way to look at it, I guess.
So I am going to
That'll hit.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, could you give that back to him? That was the wrong damage.
Yeah, 1 second here. Okay, good.
Okay. All right. Come on, crit. Not a crit.
Damn close to it though.
Yeah.
Okay. So holding onto the genie with one hand, you smash down twice with your longsword. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I don't really have anything else I can do on with a. Yeah, I don't really have anything else I can do with a bonus action, so.
Okay. That is going to bring us to the top of the round. Now that these fires have been burning and the room is filling with the smoke from mossweed, as a layer action, I need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Thank goodness Holly gave me that amulet, because I would have failed that save without it.
You are good.
I'm in my natural element. It's like, oh, I'm at that fish concert again.
Godric, you are stoned. Miss Holly, you are stoned. Erdan, you're good. Willie, you are stoned. Hamish is stoned. Fitz is good.
Or not the dog.
Sir Fluffy Butt.
Oh.
Oh, he fucked up. Okay.
That's right. He fights better when he's high.
Probably.
Now, what about her and all her critters? Are they susceptible?
They are not.
Fucking plot armor.
That's kind of sad for them.
Well, 3 of them are, or one's a demon, 2 are elementals. 1 is a monstrosity. Oh, you know what? The Medusa can roll. But Katie has immunity.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Katie.
I know.
But the Medusa gets high, though.
Sweet. We're all having sandwiches after this. Big Scooby sandwiches.
Oh my god, that sounds so good.
Right?
It's a pizza if y'all want a box of pizza.
Alrighty. Miss Holly, you're up.
Gonna try to stab my dear friend. Emphasis on trying, because
So,
high as fuck
when
right
you
now.
hit him with the quarterstaff, you realize that it did really nothing. No matter how hard you swang, he just took it.
Well, I was gonna use my dagger.
Maybe like a touch cantrip that you don't have. Never mind.
Exactly. I can use my dagger. I guess.
Yeah, you can. Or you could use your action to disengage and move away from him without getting hit by him. That's an option as well.
What are you doing?
No, I want to hit him. Stabby, stabby.
Alrighty. It's gonna miss. You
God damn it.
drunkenly swing at him, and it just doesn't happen. Is that
And
it
I'm
for
gonna
your
look
turn?
at him and gonna be like, yeah, but I'm gonna look at him and be like, fine. And that's it.
You make the mouth gestures for hi, but no noise comes out.
Right. There you go. Something like that.
Godric, you are up. I need you to roll either a Constitution saving throw or take disadvantage on any attack rolls you make this round. Your choice.
Constitution saving throw for inaction or just
No.
in general?
Because of the Medusa. Because she's right there and you were looking at the djinn. The genie. I need to stop saying djinn.
10?
Okay. You catch a glimpse of the Medusa out of the corner of your eye and feel a twinge run through your body. And your feet are more stony than usual. You are restrained where you are. And you glance down, your armor has turned to rock and is connected to the ground as you start to petrify.
Oh, okay.
Wait 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're not within 10 feet of Fitz. Never mind. I almost thought we forgot your +5 there, but you're not close enough to Fitz.
I thought Fitz had the djinn grappled.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're sharing the same space. He's just holding on to it, and you're on the other side of it.
Okay. And he's more than 10 foot away?
Yeah. It's a big genie thing.
Okay.
Hey, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Whenever the Medusa looks at me, does she have to roll a saving throw so that she's not enchanted by her reflection in my armor?
You know, I actually thought about that when I brainstormed the Medusa. Yes, she will. She just hasn't looked at you yet.
I told her to be careful of you because you're
To
shiny.
keep her eye on me. You said keep your eye on that one.
You did.
Was
But
your
she-
exact order.
But she hasn't looked at you yet. I do have that note written down, though. She will have to make the saving throw herself.
I just wonder, I didn't know if, because I know in 2nd edition it was that way, but I didn't know if they changed that on 5th edition or not.
That's not a rules is written thing. That's me making it more interesting thing.
Oh, in 2nd edition, it was actually in their description that it's one of the ways to deal with them is hit them with a reflective thing.
Yeah, no, I think there is something written about it, but it's not like on the character sheet. It's in the notes for Medusas.
Oh, maybe that was it.
Yeah, and the only reason it works with you is because you have your shiny armor.
Yes, where literally its only magical property is it's bright, shiny, and reflective.
Yep. It's like you planned on this or some shit.
It just suddenly occurred to me. It was like, I got high and all of a sudden my brain was working correctly and...
It happens. But no, I did think about that. That is a thing.
Okay. All right.
So
it's just curious.
Godric, your turn as your feet start to petrify. You still have your action, bonus action, and movement. Well, no movement because you're restrained, but action and bonus action.
Right. Bonus action, I'll move the spiritual weapon over. And I guess down.
You don't need to move him down to be able to hit him from where it was. If you wanted to, you can, but you don't have to.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Aren't they like 12 or 15 foot tall anyway?
Yeah. Yeah, large creatures are typically between like 8 and 12 feet. On average. Don't forget that's a 5th level spiritual weapon. So up your damage however much you need to.
Yeah.
And you got to click the advantage button before you roll because you're intoxicated.
Yeah, but how do I get advantage? Because he's flanking.
Just roll a manual d20 at advantage and add 6 to it, whatever the outcome is.
Okay. Well, I mean,
No, a
even at
manual
this-
d20. Now one more time, because at advantage. I mean, a 19 or a 20 would have hit, so...
Whoa.
Yeah, no,
Don't ask me why I picked it up twice.
I don't know. That was a whole lot of fuckery, though. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
Just regular damage.
Okay.
At level 5.
Yeah.
It only does 2d8 at level 5.
1d8 at level 2, and then it adds a 1d8 for 2 levels above 2.
So it should have been 4d8 plus 2. So roll 2d8 just straight.
Yeah. Okay.
It's 1d8 at level
Sure,
2, an additional d8
Yep.
for every level. So level 3, level 4, level 5.
Not
that's
every level, every 2 levels.
every 2 levels. I thought it was every level.
When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for every 2 slots levels above the 2nd. So if I would have gone with 6, I would have got it, but I didn't want to use a 6th
Okay.
level slot. So I'm trying to slot manage too.
Okay.
That's why I went with the 5th level one.
No problem. 15 damage it is then. He takes the full blunt of it.
Alright. And I am just going to strike this fucker in front of me.
Okay. Make sure you click advantage, because it should just be a regular roll for flanking.
Okay. Try this again.
That'll hit.
Alright. And Divine Strike. Oh. I'm dropping it, but it's not going. So let me try it here. There we go. It wouldn't let me drop the damage on the map, but it let me drop it in the combat tracker.
That might be a token thing. There's like dead spots in the token.
Okay,
So-
gotcha.
All right. That's it for you then?
Yep.
All right, Willie, you're up.
Okay, let's see. Willie is going to, having seen this little archfey thing up here, he's just gonna, oh yeah, let's get. He's gonna just like focus down on his rage, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to teleport to right here. So, do you want me to do a con save for this intoxication?
No, you did it at the beginning of the round.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is then move right there with my movement.
Okay.
And am I at disadvantage?
You are intoxicated, so attacks will be at disadvantage, but she's 50 feet above you right now.
Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pop my reckless attack to give myself advantage.
Okay.
On attacks. I am then going to throw some axes. up here once I can get to the right spot. We'll start with my hand axe +1. I lob it up into the air. That shouldn't have been a disadvantage.
You gotta click the advantage button, I think.
Okay, yep. Okay, try this again. Throwing the hand axe.
Still misses.
Okay, that's fine. And then I also have a light hammer I'm going to throw.
Okay.
God damn it. God damn, sorry.
That still hits, though.
Those both hit, so we will say that hit. I'm good with that.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
That is going to be this right here. Boom! Rocked him with the hammer. Laugh maniacally. I'm going to be like, I'm definitely going to try to eat that. Get down here.
Both the weapons land on the ground, maybe like 8 feet in front of you.
Okay, perfect.
Because she was just like a little bit in front of you and straight up, and you threw. The axe missed and just kind of lobbed and fell on the ground, and then the hammer did the same thing.
I'm not going to lie. It was a long time ago, Willie learned don't throw hammers straight up in the air. That's just, you got to learn that lesson. Yeah. Okay, that's good. And I will end my turn.
All right, Sir Fluffy Butt.
Okay, so right now Sir Fluffy Butt is in range that if he moves, he's going to get an attack of opportunity.
Yes, if he moves away from the elemental, then he can get an attack of opportunity.
Well, shit. I guess in that case, we'll just move up. He's knocking on death's door, but he is not going to go alone.
And like you skewered all those goblins.
Oh,
That is
skewer
a
the
hit.
shit out of that thing.
12. That'll hit as well.
Yeah.
For another 15. Alright, is that it for him?
Yeah, well, he snorts derisively as if saying, "What are you gonna do now, bitch?" I didn't hear no bell.
He is going to turn to Sir Fluffy Butt and slam at him. Nat 1-ing. So Hamish, Miss Holly, and Sir Fluffy Butt can all take an attack of opportunity. Should you choose.
What about a
use
spiritual
my-
weapon?
Oh, and the spiritual weapon.
Can I use my ferocity points for the attack of opportunity?
No, it's got to be a regular melee attack.
Okay.
It can't be an ability.
Did I
Yes.
miss?
I just wanted to ask. Oh, let's.
Alright, Hamish hits. Spiritual weapon hits. Pam, are you going to roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Hamish, 13 resisted down to 6. Takes the full 11 from the spiritual weapon. You got to attack with dagger or the other thing, Pam.
Quarterstaff.
I'll use the dagger. That's fine.
Oh, you've got Warcaster. You could have used a
Oh.
cantrip if you want.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. Alright, it's going to be at disadvantage anyways. You might as well try to do like a firebolt or something. Do more damage.
Something without a verbal component, right?
Yep. Pretty sure cantrips are...
Oh, they have
verbal.
No,
possible.
Verbal.
they're all verbal. The only one that it's not is the true strike.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, your dagger would miss then.
Okay.
That was his first strike. He is gonna do it one more time and hit. Taking out Sir Fluffy Butt.
You dirty, rotten bastard.
And Katie, you're up.
Wow, I see Sir Fluffy Butt go down, and I just laugh in glee. Personally, I don't, because I love unicorns. But
Start of your turn, Brad. Roll Moonbeam.
All right, Willie. You get to eat her. Depending on how good you are with a rope, will decide whether she's dead or alive at the time.
okay, so let's see. Is the
Alright.
genie still grappled?
He is.
I'm gonna scream at him. Get the fuck out of the claws of the bear, you dumbass. And move somewhere. And I will then scream at the Medusa. And you! Why are you... I told you to be careful of the bear in shiny armor. Be careful of the bear in shiny armor. Don't pay attention to him. And then I will move. I can drag. I can't. Oop. Oh. I'm messing stuff up. I just want to move.
There you go, now try.
Okay, thank you. Oh. I can't grab myself.
There, now try. Where are you trying to move to?
Just up, up-ish, mostly, slash a little bit west-ish. Plus 10 up. Perfect. And then let's see. Okay.
So that was your movement.
Bear. The bear has some Eldritch Blasts coming.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Where did it go? Hey. My dice keep disappearing. Yeah.
While you're doing that, further research has revealed forced movement does not provoke opportunity attacks. You guys were right. Thank you for calling me on it. I will attempt to remember that for future use.
Well, when you've had that rule used against you, you tend to not forget it.
Fair
Was
enough.
that the one you were talking about, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Compensation for this emotional damage that has become upon us.
Right.
Okay, oh. Having some difficulty targeting here.
You
Let's
can
see.
left control, left click Fitz to target him, and then just click the attack in your character sheet as well.
Left control. Left click.
Here, I got him targeted for you, so now just double click the attack.
Thank you.
That'll miss.
Well, fuck that. He's gonna get another one.
That'll hit.
Well, yes, so he's gonna get another one. And also he gets pushed 10 feet.
Okay. All right. They both hit. Let's go ahead and drop the damage on them twice. All right.
Genie's
5,
coming with me.
10. Yep, that'll put you... Oh man, that's a tricky one. It's going to put you there. You shoved the Medusa with you, and the genie came with. Because he is grappled.
So, right now, isn't the Medusa staring at my shiny metal ass?
Those rolls are at the beginning of the creature's turn. So whether she is or not, nothing's going to happen right this second. All right. So that was your action and your movement, Katie. Do you have a bonus action for us?
Nope.
All right. That is going to bring us to the Barb Devil. He's going to scurry down this way. Toss another flame ball over here. Come on. There we go. And then he's going to throw one at Miss Holly, too. And miss. And Hamish is up, so it'll be a d4 plus 1 for his points this round.
Will, that's it, will.
So 2.
Perfect. And I'm gonna those two to get my get 'em ferocity
Get it.
on this stupid freaking rock creature.
Alright, so you do hit, and he fails his save, so go ahead and roll damage and drop the... Was it grappled effect on him? 13 resisted down to 6, and he is grappled. Is that it for
Funny that a
Hamish?
giant, yeah, how funny that a giant rock creature gets grappled by a tiny dog.
He's like got him by the Achilles tendon. Just enough so he
So
can't
funny.
move. It is the Medusa's turn, having been run over by some shiny plate armor. She is going to make a Constitution saving throw, which she succeeds. And then Fitz is right there with some flankage. So her snake hair is going to lash out at you, hitting the first time.
Isn't she high, though?
She is. Why didn't it do that? I don't know. I've got the intoxicated on her. I don't know why it didn't work. We'll just roll it normal. Still hits.
Eh.
And she's going to do that again. Missing that time. And then she slashes out with her short sword once for a crit. That is it for her. It is the genie's turn. He is going to try and break the grapple. Go ahead and make a strength check to try and maintain it, Fitz. You maintain the grapple. As a bonus action, he is going to move his whirlwind. 20, 25. It's going to run over Godric, and it's going to stop on Fitz. So I need both of you to make strength saving throws. And Godric, you are just close enough. You will get the +5 this time.
One problem with that.
What's up?
That's a strength check to keep the tornado from twist or whatever from sucking me up, right?
A strength saving throw.
Right. To stop that thing from sucking me up
Yeah.
when I'm attached to the ground.
True. So never mind.
Thank you.
Thank you for reminding me. A lot going on tonight.
Uh-huh.
And Fitz, you make the save, so you're good. Yurndris, you're up.
I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on the Earth Elemental.
Okay. He succeeds. So nada.
Then I'm gonna. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to move him. I'm gonna move over there.
Okay.
And I am going to hit him with my axe because I have a feature called War Magic that I can, when I cast a cantrip, I can hit with a melee weapon.
Is that your Warcaster?
No, it's my War Magic. It's in. It has two little exclamations next to it, second from the bottom.
As a bonus action, yep.
Yeah,
That's
it's a bonus action.
part of being an Eldritch Knight. Absolutely.
And I forgot about it this entire time.
That's why I put the exclamation marks next to it, so when you look at your abilities, you'd see it. But that's
I don't
hit.
read my abilities.
Roll that one more time, though. You're going to hit no matter what, but you're flanking, so you get advantage. So roll that one more time to see if you crit. That's a 19, so that's a crit for you. Just hold down the left shift when you drop the damage. $16 points of damage there. The Earth Elemental is still standing, and we are 3 consecutive crits away from you axing yourself in the leg again. Let's go.
I'm gonna also... I hate you.
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
Let's not have that happen again. I'm gonna use my action surge.
Okay. Yep, just make sure you click the advantage button before you attack him again. There, I got it for you. There you go.
Thinking I touched it.
There you go. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Wasn't a crit, so I don't get to hit myself in the leg.
That's all right. The Earth Elemental does go down and disappears in a poof of smoke and dust. You still have 10 feet of movement and 1 more attack.
Okay, how far can I... Okay, I'm gonna go there. And then I'm gonna throw my javelin at this barbed devil.
Okay. That's a crit. So just hold that left shift again.
Oh, damn.
Held the shift, but it didn't do anything.
It's alright. Just drop the damage one more time.
Okay. Come on. What the... I'm having the same issue I had with Holly. There it goes.
7 damage on him.
Woo.
Alright. And I re-rolled your Hug Slug, who refilled you up to 6 temporary hit points.
Yay!
You feel a little nuzzle. Is that it for
I'm
your turn?
slug.
My turn.
Alright. Erdan, you're up.
Oh, I've been so excited for this. I am going to move right underneath our little friend. I guess you can put me off to the side a little bit.
Yep.
And then,
so that's
as a
20,
bonus,
20 feet of movement.
As a bonus action, I will fly up 30 feet. And then I am going to, for my action...
Move your moonlight.
Nope, not this time, my friend. This time I'm going to hit our little friend here with hold person.
Okay.
Oh.
She is going to use her legendary resistance to choose to succeed on that instead.
If
Ooh.
you really wanted to, you wouldn't have to because pixies are not humanoids.
Do
She's
we
a
know she's a pixie?
she's a fairy, not a pixie. So she does classify as a humanoid.
Oh, is she? Generally, they're fey.
That's still
That is
humanoid.
correct.
But I see what you're saying. Either way, she's going to burn a legendary resistance. What else you got, Brad?
That's what I got for now. Don't worry, your time's coming, my little friend.
All right. Fitz, you're up.
I'm going to move just a little bit here. Not provoking any attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah.
flanking with Godric?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That'll hit.
Come on.
And that'll hit as well. $27. Alrighty. Is that it for your turn? Oh, you got to reroll damage, Fitz.
Why?
Because you have him grappled and you're swinging two-handed. So you could either keep those rolls and let go of the grapple, or keep him grappled and re-roll one-handed hits. Keep in mind, with what you figured out about that sword, swinging one-handed, you lose the 2d6 poison damage with it. Your choice.
I guess I'll let go of him.
Okay. Alright. Is that your turn then?
Yep.
Perfect.
Godric, you better fucking finish him off then.
Well, that is going to bring us to the top of the round, where we are going to stop for the night because it is 12:03.
Damn it.
I know. Good session, everyone. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, lovely followers, for getting me to 50 and affiliate. We can start getting those Nerd Force points. I will make a note to try and have that set up for next week so you can start earning, and try and get some rewards figured out so that viewers can participate a little bit, and we will figure all that out. But we will see you Sunday for Waters of the Deep. Otherwise, we'll see you back here next Friday for the continuation of this fight. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.